Hey guys, how you doing? I know I'm a little late with this review, but we're going to talk about this episode of NBC's Reality Stars Hip Hop Edition. That's a wrap. Y'all gonna follow me on these right here and enjoy the video.
Okay, so let's get it popping. So we are coming back from the argument between A1 and Lyrica because Lyrica said what she said. A1's been cheating from the beginning of the marriage. She's been cheating left and right. Whoever's gonna let him to dive in, he gonna dive in that kiddie pool. So he gets upset like, nah, man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. She ain't listening to me. She ain't gonna let me talk. I'm leaving. So Dr. Ish was like, listen, y'all are here for your kid, right? Excuse me, I just had coffee. It's nearly bedtime, 10:28 at night. Anyways, so Dr. Ish was like, listen, this ish is not going to be fixed overnight. Y'all said y'all here for your son. Y'all need to act like y'all did everything that you have done to do for your son. Leaving boot camp the first night over an argument is not saying that you tried. So are we good? Can we make it for tonight? Lyrica says, okay. And not so A1 says, yeah, we can make it for. So with that being said, they move on. And I'm just wondering, while all that is going on, I'm like, yo, Dr. H, why are you using the S word? I understand why they're upset. Well, you were supposed to be professional. Why are you cursing, boy? Anyways, we move on to the next couple, which is Mariah and them. And they're all complaining while they're getting settled in for bed. Like, yo, this feels like a jail, but only smaller. First it was the quarantine and whatever. Now we're here and we can't have sex. For everybody who's a fan of Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition, I do declare that all you need is a piece of sheet to cover the camera so you can get it popping. It's been done. What are you talking about? Phaedra almost had it done with her. There's been other couples, if they want to get it popping, they just cover the sheets. They don't make no noise because it's still recording, but they get it popping. If you don't want the cameras watching y'all, do you? Cover the sheet. When you're done, uncover it. Like, duh. Anyways, my next question, far as A1 goes, you cheating on Lyrica with any woman who will let you hit. My question is, besides Summer Bunny, whatever her name is, why are y'all guys keep on letting this dude who had Goldilocks with manicured hands and pink pearls hit? Like, A1, if I did not know them from nowhere outside of Love Hip Hop Hollywood, people who would even look like A1 would not get my time. I'm like, listen, it's a no for me. Anyway, so the next day comes, and that day's assignment is to work on their raps to express how they feel in their relationship. So Gangsta Boo and her man Emmett, they go first. So added to my opinion, I feel like Gangsta Boo knew what she was doing while Emmett was trying to keep it cute and smooth. But with Gangsta Boo, she said, put some respect on my name. Meaning that he needs to tell his mother and them on Emmett's side of the family that, listen, you don't put some respect on my name. They be talking crazy about me or whatever, and you just be letting them. That's her issue with Emmett. And as for Emmett's issue, you know, It's not setting boundaries because they be yelling and cursing too much and he doesn't be heard and he just simply shuts down. He's tired of the arguing. Excuse me. Next is K. Michelle and her dentist. I'm sorry. Cashin, whatever in with a K. You'll be forever her dentist. And her teeth are looking pearly, so you're doing a good job. So, anyways, the dentist goes first. I mean, even though his issue was direct, as far as going with the B, it didn't land. But see, K. Michelle, I mean, we all know the K stands for Kimberly by now. Because by the time she went to Love Hip Hop Hollywood, she finally came out with her real name, Kimberly. But it looks like the K this time stands for Killer because she went in for the kill when it was her turn to rap. I was like, I'm not a wife. I'm a wife. I'm not a side. Get your shit together so I can ride. I'm like, and the dentist lost all of his teeth. So basically, their issue is their fairy tales on how they look over it has been destroyed because K. Michelle is stuck in her ways, and the dentist just want to be low key, don't want to be in the public eye, don't know why he's in this show if he doesn't want to be in the public eye, but anyways, and he's not all about that fairy tale pinking kids stuff, which is something they should have discussed, 4 years ago. So, next is Mariah. Me and Mariah, we go back past the fire, and Rich. So, needless to say, no matter how many times Richard Pesos has promoted people with music, that dude cannot rap to save his soul. But his issue with Mariah is she does things that causes Richard, the leader of the Creep Squad, not to trust her. And Mariah keeps on complaining about not claiming him, playing in her face, publicly cheating on her and while keeping her a secret at night. And she said, I hope you don't die alone with all that creeping that you be doing. I'm like, girl. So, needs to say, one side is lies, the other side is priority. That's their issue. Moving forward to Lyrica and Not So A1. So, I'm sorry. Lyrica's rapping made my head itch, and I don't even have a weave. Girl, like, you were too busy trying to be sexy just to say he needs to stop cheating. That was not so Sagittarius of you, girl. Don't ever do that again. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. But that was not cute. And then A1's issue with Lyrica, I was like, listen, I need you back. I'm going to stop cheating. I need you to be my wife. I'm horny and all that stuff. I'm like, boy, ain't nobody needs to be knowing all of that. Just for you to say, listen, I apologize. Can we work on it? And can you not bring up the past? Nobody needs to know that your hormones is raging for your wife. That's only for your wife to know. So what? When she's not giving it up, your hormones rage into the next hole that will let you put your 1 inch in? Okay. Might be another ocean. Anyways. So, moral of the story is, out on the ladies section, I would say, it's a tie between GB and K. I'm sorry, K went in for the kill. Because GB was a little bit nicer, believe it or not. I mean, that's just my opinion. K Michelle for the women was number one, followed by GB, followed by Mariah being sexy but still gangster with it, and Lyrica, you were honorable mention. Now for the mans in them. Ooh, child. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give it to A1 because at least he has experience on making music. Followed by Emmett. Followed by Richard because he really did try to stay on beat. And honorable mention will be the dentist. Stick to your scope of practice, sir. By the way, can you fix mine? Because the way you work on K's and yours while y'all still smoking weed, flawless. I know y'all saw that little segment. Anyways, so after they all finished rapping, you know, Dr. Ish don't want to say who won or whatever, but he said, listen, when it's all said and done, we're going to have dinner tonight. It's on me. I'm going to treat y'all. Make sure you dress your best. So it's dinner time. It's dinner time. And everybody's all ready in their Sunday best, trying to be cute or whatever. But, oh, wait, I missed a part. Everybody went to their rooms. I forgot that part. Sorry. Everybody got into their rooms. They didn't want to negotiate. They felt like they were all drained from the rapping. And the judge and the doctor were just looking into the cameras probably since 10 till like 4-ish. The only people who actually wanted to talk as a couple was Emmett and GB. And it was like, yo, where everybody at? Where everybody at? Everybody else sleeping, taking a nap, talking about if they got their weed or whatnot. And eventually, GB and Emmett got fed up and said, okay, it looks like everybody in the room don't want to talk, so we gonna follow suit. We going to our rooms too. Screw it. So that upset the judge. The judge had the right to judge at that moment because she was very upset that nobody wanted to talk about today's exercise. Everybody just wanted to be going to the room, lick their wounds because they have their tail between their legs. Now it's dinner time. So GB and Emmett, you know, they're not dressing their Sunday best. They're not like they're going to an exquisite dinner to the president, Hyman Barack. They just like, wow, everybody's all dressed up. That's probably why in their rooms they picking up their outfits and stuff. While Emmett and GB, they look like, all right, see, we about to be comfortable because even though dinner's on them, there's the catch. And I got to make sure I'm ready for it no matter where I got. Everybody else was giving 5-star restaurant. Wow. They was trying to keep it safe and give Red Lobster. So, the first people to be served their exquisite dish was, of course, GB and Emmett. I was like, listen, I noticed something. How many of y'all noticed they've been following a pattern of who goes first? Go, 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 go. Who's next? I just noticed that. I'm like, can somebody else go first? Why GB and Emmett always gotta go first? Am I the only one who notices that? They always picking GB and Emmett to go first. The first exercise, the court, they went first. When it came to the rapping, they were first. The ones who actually want to talk to the other couples while the other ones went to the room, they were first. And now for dinner, they are first again. Are they going to be first next week? Well, probably not because it's the little hip-hop dance competition if y'all saw what's going on with the trailer for next week. So they may not be together, but I'm sure Emmett and somebody's going to be first. and GB, and somebody else gonna be second. They gonna make sure they get Emmett and GB out the way if they don't do anything else. Anything else. But anyways, first to be served with their dinner is those two. And their dish is respect boundaries. So what dish was represented for respecting boundaries? It was spicy curry food. I believe it was chicken. It looked good, but she was afraid because they think they might have put a little bit, an extra oomph on the spice. So, when it comes to spicy food, you tread lightly because you might think you're getting West Indian curry. But then they kind of removed the West part and realized you're eating Indian curry. And once it kind of settles in your taste buds a little bit, that don't start to feel like fire, 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 fire fall on me, at least on my tongue. And they couldn't make it. They were sipping on their milk, they were coughing, they were wheezing, and you see how it tastes good, but then it gets uncomfortable to consume. They're like, yeah, that's what disrespecting boundaries would feel like. They got the message. They went back to their seats. With that being said, I think everybody else already knew what's up. Next is K. Michelle and her dentist with their dish of what am I destroyed? And I think it was just the word destroyed. And they were served with habanero peppers. So Dr. Ish says, listen, the reason why you got destroyed because your fairy tale has been destroyed on both ends. So both of y'all are responsible. And she was like, he said that she has had Steiners. And she was like, you never tried to meet those high standards. But Dr. Ish like, did you ever ask him what does he want? And she's like, no. But you only focus on what you want. I was like, yeah, because I worked so hard with all those hip-hop artists that I had to be around, and I worked very hard to get where I'm at and this, that, and the third. So yeah, I deserve what I want because I worked hard for it. I want my Prince Charming. He said, like, okay, what's wrong with being Cashin? And then that's when I started realizing, I'm like, yo, Kimberly, you can't raise a man. He's already grown. What you gonna do? He's not acting like a boy. He grown, boo. You knew him since high school. Not you trying to make a high school sweetheart a man to your Prince Charming. Who the hell is honking outside? Fridays. Anyways, so Dr. Ish said, listen, it's both your fault because obviously y'all fairy tales are not lining up. So she said, okay, whatever, it's our fault, let's go. He takes a bite of the habanero, she takes a bite of the habanero. And she's trying to be talking about, she go, and she slowly starts chewing. And at first she's okay, she's trying to be a G, but like, the dentist, obviously, with all that smoking weed that he be doing on the back, couldn't handle that. He I was like, how are you a weed smoker and you can't handle the habanero kicked back to the throat? When you inhaling weed, don't it kick back to the throat too? Don't it? But a little bit of a habanero. And that's for you, K. Michelle. I hope your own words and your lyrics revive you and let it sink in as that piece of habanero settles in your stomach. Because you had to be like... Bet your vocals warmed up after that. Me. And girl, it's called a pasty. When you got off the table, your areola was showing. Girl, come on. If you're going to be wearing an open dress with no bra, have a pasty, please. So just in case you have a nip slip, they're saying the pasty and not your actual nipple. Anyways, next to be served is Mariah and Richard. And their dish is served public image, which is very fitting because I like to play my dreads. Rich persona from how he started in Love and Hip Hop New York to the reunions that they have recently. You have played in Mariah's face. And you're upset that she likes to do stuff. And Mariah's like, listen, I only do stuff for what you do to me. If you're not going to be faithful to me, why should I be faithful to you? If you're not going to ride for me, why should I ride for you? If you're not going to ride for me, I'm going to get off the car and I'm going to walk. And you know I hate walking. So their pepper, Thai pepper, was their dish. And they both had to take a bite. Now, I have never tasted Thai pepper. I mean, it sounds like it tasted good. But I don't think it was that spicy. Because it looked like it was probably more like flavorful than spicy. I feel like they probably should have roasted the peppers. And maybe they should have get kicked. Let me tell you something. Quick story. I love my jalapenos. Whether it's baked, whether it's like maybe in a popper, you know, like jalapeno poppers, they're good. Roast that jalapeno, however. I remember I went to, I forgot what the restaurant's called, but it was far, far, far away from where I live. I forgot what the restaurant's called. I would like, but anyways, the restaurant was cool. It was a nice Saturday night. I just got with my parents because they was arguing with me. So I was like, okay, I'm about to chill with my man at that time. And I ordered a jalapeno burger. They told me the jalapeno was going to be roasted. Though it was good, it was kicking my butt. Usually I can handle jalapeno. And tell me why the jalapeno looks like a penis. Not a jalapeno looking like an eggplant on my sandwich. And I couldn't even finish it. Let me tell you something. That roasted jalapeno that I couldn't even finish that night, he was not done with me. I was like, oh, you wouldn't get blanked? You gonna get blanked tonight, tomorrow, and the next night. I am not finished with you, senora. Honey, my stomach was bubbling all day, all night. Toilets waiting on me, my lord. Ugh. I couldn't even enjoy the rest of my weekend adventure with the guy who I was with at that time. I forgot. Red Robin, yum. That Red Robin burger, ooh. I went around too. And when I get that Red Robin jalapeno burger, it's on and popping, for real. Because you ain't going to get my stomach like that again. Especially with your unlimited fries. Anyways, I digress. Next couple is, well, I should say the last couple. Lyrica and A1. And since they want to respect A1's sensitive palette of spices, he must have called me back. I was like, listen, I like foods or whatever, but if it got a spice to it, it might kind of permanently kick my butt. So can you not? Merci beaucoup. I can handle the spices in my hookah. I can handle the spices in my weed. I can handle the spices in my black. But the actual spice is a hell now. I ain't trying to go to the hospital. Anyways, so for them to understand what their plate was served, they opened it and said forgiveness, and you just see 2 eggs. And I'm just like, the incredible edible eggs. Is it edible? Is it boiled? Like, I don't get it. So Dr. Ish says, you'll be served balu. And they're like, what's a balu? And you already know, I'm a Google. I paused, Googled, and then I pressed play, and then Dr. Ish continues says, balu is basically a fertilized chicken. I saw fertilized duck, but I was like, listen, a fertilized bird is a fertilized bird. Oh, bird is a bird is the word, honey. The bird won't not be going in my mouth. Absolutely not. I can never be that hungry. So Lyrica was like, yeah, absolutely not. I will not be eating a whole fertilized bird inside of an egg. No, merci. Not me. And girl, I don't blame you. So Dr. Itch was trying to say, listen, this is about forgiveness. And the forgiveness is really not about forgiving A1. You might think forgiving A1 is like basically letting him know he got a slide, he got a hall pass, and it shows that you're weak. But really, forgiveness is really for you, which is true. And she's like, I forgive you. I was like, okay, but if you keep on bringing the past and nothing gets resolved, you are holding on to the anger. And for that, that will always have power on you. And nothing will ever get resolved. You're forgiving for yourself, and you have to let go for yourself, which is very true. So, Dr. Ish says, bon appetit. So, A1, with his wand, tries to be creative with this disgusting thing he's about. Listen, if you like balu, more power to you. But for me, I won't do. Anyway, so he puts a little bit of wine, a little bit of a little zest in it, maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, and he swallows it whole. Respectfully disgusted. I know, it looked disgusting. And she was like, she had it in her mouth, and she was going like, I can't do it. I was like, girl, usually I'd be like, listen, you're not a participant. You're supposed to participate in all the activities, but for this one, that balu was literally for the birds, girl. I don't blame you. I wouldn't swallow that either. Not enough wine seasoning in the world would make me swallow that balu. No, thank you. Toodaloo. Anyways, so they get sent back to their seats, and I'm sure they want to swish some serious Listerine after that. In comes Le George, and she is highly upset at each and every one of them. I don't know why you might be upset at Gangsta Boo and Emmett, because they tried to mingle with the couples, and the other couples were not trying to mingle with anybody else. She said, listen, I don't mind donating my time. However, I don't like to waste it either. I and Dr. Ish was in the back watching y'all after that rap excess from 10 all the way up to 4 in the evening. And the one thing I don't like to do is have my time wasted. These drills is part of the process. Mingling with each other and talking about what has happened at that moment is also part of the process. Nobody in their right mind is going to learn anything if you do what the activity is and then you run to rooms and have no discussion about it amongst your peers. I want to like y'all at the end. But right now, y'all are not to a great start. And she said, peace. I was like, ooh. See. Ooh, child. So, K. Michelle has a heart-to-heart with Mariah Lynn. Mariah, why are you smoking cigarettes in the back? But you know what? Anyways. So she has the heart-to-heart with Mariah Lynn. She said, girl, I've been there. Sometimes you think you gotta be sexual to get a man, but you really gotta be using your intelligence. That's how you really get them, and that's how you really gotta respect you. And I see her as you like a little sister, yada, yada, yada. Moving on to Gangster Boo and K Michelle having a petty argument about something that happened 10, 11 years ago, and K is like, listen, I am here to fix my relationship. I am not here to fix whatever situation that happened a decade ago. I'm like, girl, I know that's right, gangster. That ain't gangster. You over here bringing about something that is totally irrelevant and has nothing to do with this process. Girl, bye. So, Kay got the running. She said she ain't scared, but she got the running. Gangsta is looking for her. Like, Kay, 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 Kay. Girl, shouldn't you be calling for your man? Why are you over here chasing Kay? Don't chase nobody who don't want to be chased, girl. What is you doing? So, eventually, Kimberly finds herself with A1 and Lyrica trying to hide, but I guess Gangsta's nose was strong enough to smell her Memphis behind right onto their room. I was like, ooh, man, that is strong. So everybody meets in A1's room. All the girls meet in A1 and Lyrica's room, and Kay's trying to find an excuse and uses A1 with his little baby situation, cheat situation, to say, girl, let me talk to you upside, like, let me get a sidebar with you. There's any excuses to get away from Gangsta Boo and her breathing down her throat because she's trying to get away from her. So they end up in, I don't know if it was K Michelle's room with the dentist or whatever, but they end up in a different room. Lyrica gets upset. She's like, you are on the doghouse. If we're here because of infidelity, and there's a lady, especially if it's someone who we know, who's trying to get a sidebar with you, knowing that you have a history of infidelity, shouldn't your mind be telling you, nah, we could discuss it right here. We don't have to leave the room or whatever. Because now, you're making me not trust you even more, and this, and the third. And I'm like, Lyrica, he does not have eyes for K Michelle. And if he did, A1 could never. Okay, K Michelle will not be messing with no dude who wears pearls and gets manicures just like her. Like, that will never be Kimberly style, girl. Kimberly don't want your man. Kimberly, Lyrica, you tripping, you trying to follow her, like, oh, he in the doghouse, he in the doghouse, he in the doghouse. Doghouse for what? This is Kimberly. If Kimberly wanted your man, she can have your man, and she don't want your man. She don't want no boy, and she don't want no boyish, girlish man either. So with that being said, whoo, child, I don't know how y'all reviewers do it, but I am tired. And it's 11 o'clock, Lord Jesus, and it's raining outside. But yeah, if y'all see what's going on with the trailer next week, with the competition, with the dancing, I can't wait to see that. And it looks like whoever danced with A1, Lyrica, goes off and like she about to square up on somebody. I can't wait to see that.
But anyways, thank you for watching this review. Sorry about the little background thing, you know. I had to do this real quick before going to sleep. I was like, let me do this. Let me do this for y'all because I said I was going to do it weekly. Probably not be on the day of because I do work. And I do work Thursdays. So when I come Thursday, you really think I'm trying to do a review? No, I'm going to do it on my day off. But y'all like, share, comment. Tell me how you feel. If you agree or disagree, it's cool. Thumb up. I don't accept thumbs down. I'm that petty. I'm a Virgo. Okay. But anyway, nighty night. Happy Friday. God bless these rain showers. Happy Sabbath to all my 7-day Adventists who might be watching this video. That makes absolutely no sense. Anyways, peace.